What's up, E-Gang? It's your girl, Eboni Ebo. I'm gonna try to get through this video without crying. As you can see, I'm in the hospital, but not for myself. And excuse my voice, I got strep throat. I can't even go to the doctor and see by myself because other things are more important right now. But probably like 2.5 weeks ago, my life completely changed. And it's just been a lot going on. I look a mess. I feel a mess. And I don't know, guys. So basically, I'm here with my son, my 7-year-old son, Kaden. And so how this all started was, I started noticing Kaden laughing, like, you know, like being goofy. And I took it as a behavioral type of thing, like him acting out or trying to get attention, because he does have a 1-year-old little brother. And it's kind of still been a transition for Kaden, getting used to Cam. So he would do things like act out in the past. So I just associated it with him acting out, trying to get attention. And then I started noticing that he would do it at the most like awkward times. And I'm like, okay, maybe he isn't doing this on purpose. So in my mind, I'm like, yeah, hey, sorry guys, that was one of the nurses that's coming in and out. But so, and y'all, bear with me with this video, because all that editing and all that, I can't, y'all. I can't understand my pain as a mother. So he went with his, I started noticing it was at the most awkward times on like a Wednesday. On Fridays, they always go to their dad, because as you know, the people who know me, I'm going through a divorce. So we're separated as far as households. So they always go with their dad on Fridays. So his dad, thank God that my husband noticed this. He called me and he said, what's going on with Kaden with these laughing? And I was like, I noticed he been doing it. Me still associating it with a behavioral thing. I said, I think he just showing out trying to get attention. So he was like, oh, okay. So maybe like an hour or two later, he texted me and he said, Kaden is having laughing seizures. So I'm like, what is he talking about, right? So immediately I Googled laughing seizures. And while I was Googling it, I called him or he called me. Some kind of way we ended up getting on the phone, and he was telling me that he was paying attention when Kaden would do it. His eyes would roll in the back of his head. I never picked up on that. So I thank God for him that he paid more close attention to it than me, because I would have never thought to bring him to the hospital. So I told him, I said, well, if you think that it's laughing seizures, go ahead and take him to the hospital. I said, how did you know, like, what made you associate this with laughing seizures? Like, how do you know? He said he just typed in his symptoms on Google. Shout out to Google, because Google, like, really, like, saved my child's life. So, and his dad. So he took him to the hospital, and I met him out there, and it was getting worse. So from the time Kaden left my house to the time I met him at the hospital, it was getting worse. When we were home, Kaden would only have these spells maybe like once or twice a day. So Kaden started having them uncontrollably, like every 30 to 40 minutes. And with these laughing seizures, some people will associate, when I Googled it, a lot of moms associated it with a behavioral disorder. First of all, the correct terminology for it are Gelastic Seizures. In layman's terms, they call them laughing seizures. And it could be oversighted as behavioral issue, because the children literally laugh when they're having a seizure. They laugh uncontrollably, and they cannot control their upper or lower extremities. Kaden's eyes did start rolling in the back of his head, and his face started twitching. It was progressively getting worse and worse and worse. I mean, it was out of control. So his behavior began, Kaden, his behavior began to get out of control also. And the doctor told me it was associated with the seizures. After the seizure, okay, so let me back up. Kaden had epilepsy when he was a baby, 1 year old, due to a brain injury. And he didn't have a seizure again for like 5 years. Kaden's 7 now. So he was completely taken off the medicine. They said that he outgrew the epilepsy. All of a sudden, boom, this happened. So it's been, it is 2 weeks now. Kaden has been in the hospital. Basically, it's hard, guys. My son can't go to school. I can't even simply do something like take him to the movies because he sees this every 30 to 40 minutes. And it's so loud and uncontrollable. And like I said, it's out of control with his extremities that he just doesn't, he doesn't have a form of life like a normal child. He can't do things like ride a bicycle or just anything because of these seizures. Like, I literally have to watch him when he's eating. Like, it's a race when he's eating because we want to try to hurry up and get him to swallow before he starts having a seizure. Like I said, it's every 30 to 40 minutes. We've been here 2 weeks and it's getting worse. You know, we'll think it gets a little better and then we'll take 10 steps forward and then 20 back. I've been doing my research online. They said that these seizures are caused by a tumor on the brain. His MRI didn't pick up the tumor. I've joined different support groups with moms that have children with gelastic seizures. And what I'm reading is like 1 in every 200,000. It's very rare. The doctors here have only seen maybe like a few cases of it. It's very, very rare. So, you know, I'm trying to bear with them. But, you know, I am a little frustrated because I want answers and I'm not getting the answers that I need. Or it to be cured, you know. So it's hard. They're saying that these type of seizures are hard to control. Medicine, he has failed 4 drugs, guys. He is failed 4 drugs. None of them respond to the seizures. None of them have stopped the seizures. And now the seizures went from being like 15 seconds to now they're over a minute sometimes. And at the least, they're like 55, 60 seconds. So it's heartbreaking. It's hard. I got a lot of inboxes, a lot of people. If you follow me on social media, you've probably seen pictures of Kaden in the hospital or me trying to update it. I've been trying to post about it because I want to bring more awareness to epilepsy and the impact that it has on families, because people don't understand. And I never really understood. And now I have so much empathy for people who deal with children with all type of illnesses and they have to be in the hospital. I had just started my new job. Well, that Monday, I had started my new job. And luckily, the people that I work for, they are amazing. They have been, you know, be with your child. But you can't work. You know, you have to be here. Kaden can't be alone. Someone has to be here 24/7. His dad has been diligent here I still have the kids at home. I still have the baby. The baby can't come up here because of the coronavirus. It is hard, guys. This has completely taken over my life, but it's okay because Kaden needs me. I'm just in limbo. I really don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Kaden can't go to school. So how can I return to work? Kaden can't be by himself. Kaden, you know, I'm trying to get Kaden to Texas Children's Hospital of Texas, to Dr. Daniel Curry. He is phenomenal with dealing with this type of seizures. He specializes in it. He's done the surgery, but it's a process. It's a process, guys. It's expensive and it's a process. And it's just a lot. So I'm asking all my YouTube subscribers, all my fans, friends, family, just continue to pray for Kaden. Continue to pray for me. I'm trying to be strong for Kaden. I literally cry every day. We're still here. We don't know when we're going home. I did get some good news today. They are going to go ahead, because I literally had to snap on the doctors, y'all. Like, hey, Kaden has failed 4 drugs. You're not going to keep putting all these drugs into his system. He's 7 years old and then nothing is working. He's not an experiment. So I told them that they need to do more diagnostic testing. A lot of the moms told me that the tumor was missed on the first MRI that they did. Kaden's first MRI was done without contrast. Do the MRI again with contrast. Tomorrow they're gonna pull fluid off his brain. They did genetic testing, but that takes 4 weeks to come back, because they believe this could be associated with an autoimmune disease. So they're gonna go ahead and proactively start the medication for the autoimmune disease, in case it is an autoimmune disease, and then they're going to go ahead and pull the fluid off of his brain to test that. So I feel a little better about that, knowing that we're not just here just taking medicine, and nothing's getting better. It's a lot, y'all. I'm trying to make sure I cover all bases, because like I wanna bring more awareness to epilepsy, to parents. It's just parents in general having to deal with kids. It's with illnesses. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like I said, my life has completely changed. I don't know when or if it will ever be the same. All I want is for my baby to be able to have a normal life and be able to go 8 hours without having a seizure.
It's okay, Mom. I'll still be alive.
That's right, baby. And it's hard. It's hard, y'all. It's so hard. I have an amazing support system. My family, cousins, friends. Kaden has, oh my God, he has so many supporters. Like, you know, we use this hashtag Kaden Strong, and Kaden is just like, I'll show him on my phone where people are like using his hashtag, and like he has so many supporters. So continue to keep praying for Kaden. Pray for me, because Kaden's okay. It's me, you know. Kaden's frustrated about having seizures. He's tired of having seizures, and I'm gonna have to in this video before he starts having another seizure. But it's hard, guys. I tried to take him out for the first time, not out of the hospital, but out around the hospital. They gave me a wheelchair to just wheel him around. He's been here 2 weeks. He's 7 years old. It's hard for him. So I took him downstairs, and he ended up having a seizure while we were getting him a cheeseburger in the cafeteria, and it just broke my heart, because people were staring at him like he was some type of freak. And I'm talking about grown adults were staring at my baby like he was an alien or something. And I say, if adults are doing this, I can just imagine whenever he can go back to school, how much he's going to get picked on. And we're no closer to a cure, fixing it. I don't know. I'm just praying. I'm trying to trust God. I'm a little mad at God, but I know that he gonna get us through this. Sometimes I think it's unfair for Kaden. He just a kid, and I wish like hell I could switch places with him. But if you're wondering where I've been here with Kaden. I don't even know how much I weigh, y'all. I know I done lost weight. I don't even look at a scale, not think about a scale. But I know in my clothes I've lost weight because I'm stressing. So just keep Kaden in your prayers. Keep me in your prayers. If you on social media, hashtag Kaden Strong, Kaden Strong. Y'all hashtag. Keep Kaden in your prayers. We love y'all, and thank you for all the support. Thank you for everybody who's been checking on us. Thank you for everybody who has sent donations to Kaden, or, you know, trying to help me. We appreciate everything. He has gotten so many toys. What you got? Balloons, candy,
Legos.
Legos. So many people have been sending him stuff, and we really, really, really appreciate it. I love you guys, and hopefully the next time you see me, I will be out this hospital. Say bye, Kaden. Say bye.
Kaden.